I've got Skype, but it is basically only for at this point it's kind of just for business. I don't have a personal Skype. Comes down to the internet connection thing again. My computer can't handle having Skype and streaming a game going at the same time, so I just don't do it. Not gonna do it. No sirree, read my lips, no new taxes. Ah, son of a... Alright. Vault Boy! Did anyone pre-order Fallout 4 with the Pip-Boy? I wanted to. I didn't though. 120 bucks? Sorry, not gonna happen. Hey Trojan X, how's it going tonight? You know, I'm gonna need to make some sticks. Oh no, but we're good. Wait. Oh yeah, that'll work just fine. Oh yeah. Man, I would love to get that Pip-Boy. That's not gonna happen. Those things are way outside my price range. Tell you what. Yeah. You have 2 kids and you come and tell me 120 bucks ain't much. $120 is my gas money for 2 weeks, yo. Actually, it's more than I spend on gas for 2 weeks. I needed to make a shovel too. Oh well. I almost messed that up really bad. When you're like 11, you're only like 16 now, kid. Just saying. It's not like it was that long ago. I've had my Twitch channel since about March. So I don't know, what is that, 4 months now or so? It's growing. I like my Twitch channel. I like the people on my Twitch channel. They're good people. A Segway? Hell yeah, there's a guy I work with that rides a Segway. I just started streaming Minecraft back at the end of May, actually. Before that, I streamed some WoW. I streamed the first 2 Witcher games. And, just kind of random crap. At the end of May, I started streaming Minecraft, and then I've also started streaming Fallout 3 here pretty recently, too. Oh, well, I've got no idea what the hell that is then. Yeah, I've got no idea what that is, Jinxer. Hey, I appreciate Trojan X. I really do. Right now I'm building out a castle, and if you can tell, it's a pretty ambitious project. My wife was actually helping me dig all this out and flatten all this out and make it look nice yesterday. And so, yeah. A hoverboard that doesn't hover. Why is it called a hoverboard then? I know, I saw that hoverboard. That is kick-ass. If I was more coordinated, like, you know, if I had enough coordination to use a skateboard, hell yes. That'd be so cool. That said, I can't ride a skateboard, so no. I am 33. I leveled up back in May. So I'm definitely level 33 now. I think my profile page says I'm still 32, and one of these days I'll get around to updating that. Just like one of these days I will finish off my Twitch subdomain, and I'll have some information there too. I'm getting to where I'm old compared to everyone. Let's be honest. I mean, like, what was it, 2 months ago or some crap like that, we went to the doctor, and the dude was like Doogie Howser jumping up on the table and sliding across the table. I wanted to backhand him, because he's like, that reminded me of like Doogie Howser or something. I'm like, really, dude? I'm just gonna have to beat you right now. So much random shit. Yeah. All my viewers are high schoolers. I'm pretty sure anyway. 11th grade. You feel old you're going into 11th grade? I went into the 11th grade in 2000. In the year 2000. Pretty sure I was going into 11th grade before you were born, Rach. Just saying. I am like the old bastard. Yeah. You know, this is not going to be symmetrical at all. Okay, it's 1, 2 from the outside wall. Was it straight 1, 2? Yep. Oh man, I don't know how many. Oh, I'll just start from like up here, because we know how far it goes right out to the edge, right? Yeah. Right out to the edge on that side, and there is no, we had to build on for that side, so. Hey, alright, someone actually going to college. And just to let you know, SB, the one bit of advice I can give you is high school never ends. The bullshit that you thought you was outgrowing from high school, that you wasn't ever going to have to deal with anymore because you're going into college or you're going out into the real world and getting a job and whatnot, all that bullshit that you thought, hey, I'm leaving that behind, that's high school drama, that's high school crap. Nah, no, high school never ends. I've been out in the working world since I was 16, and yeah, never fluffing ends. Just to let you know. Okay, so we're gonna oop, that's not gonna work. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. And that's just two corner pieces right there. Okay. What's that? Okay. From basic training, can't wait to see him at the end of the month. Awesome. Who's making you shave? College is making you shave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Erg? Okay. I know what I gotta do. Oh, I know why. Because they're not actually the same links. Great. It's alright, because this is actually going to be like this. This is how we're going to get into here. You're the Illuminati, Rach? For some reason, I just don't believe you. Though if I happen to be wrong, awesome. Yeah, I've never heard of a college that makes you shave either. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense then. Just wear the beard guard, man. That's what I would do. Hey, Robin Hood, you missed. Just tell them that your face is allergic to the air and the beard helps. Jinxer, I would believe you're anonymous a little bit more if you spelled anonymous right. Just saying. You're a hell of a guy, though. Play your face. Haha. I'm not saying I know how to spell it off the top of my head, but I know that's not right because there's no Y in anonymous. There is a Y, but it's in the wrong spot. Or I should say you've got it. Oh, hey, what the hell, dude? You weren't supposed to come up here and play. Gas monkey? Yeah. Probably be hard for me to breathe after being punched 20 times, let alone spell nothing. Damn it. I didn't think you'd be able to hit me up there. Are we done? Are we done? There we go. Now I think we're done. A tiny sweet girl. Uh-huh. You probably are a sweet girl. I don't know how big you are, so I guess we'll accept that answer, Rach. We'll have to accept that answer because I don't have any way to say bullshit. See, this shit here, this having to gather resources and do all this crap is why you only ever see people building this kind of crap on creative mode. You don't ever see this in survival. Why? Because there's just so much. "4'6"? Wow, you are short. Like, I think my kids are probably... No. They're shorter than you are, but not by much. No, I want the creeper to die. You zombie, Mr. Zombie, ugly zombie guy, can't come into my base and just like blow it up. The creeper can. Creeper must die. Oh yeah, I remember how tall you are now. Ha ha ha. I remember now. Hey SB, eat strawberries. Strawberries are also a very good source of protein, which is what you're lacking when you cramp up in the pool. Eat strawberries. Or not protein, but potassium. Blah, blah, blah. Eat strawberries. They're a good source of potassium. That is what I eat because I'm actually allergic to to bananas. I eat a banana, my mouth starts swelling shut, and yeah. Nah, genetics has more to do with it than milk does. Trust me. I used to drink gallons of that shit as a kid. Nah, I can't drink it at all. Yep. Eat yourself some strawberries. You'll be fine. It's because you're a girl, Rach. Girls are just generally shorter than guys. On top of that, genetics plays a role in it too. You know, if your father is shorter stature or your mother was shorter stature, that plays a role. The one we can't figure out is I have an aunt. Everyone in my family tops out, even my dad. My dad is like the tallest of, or almost the tallest of the kids my grandparents had. He's 5'10". I have an aunt who is 6'2". That is wrong. That wall is wrong. Damn it! Why is that wall wrong? Here's one for you, SB. A guy I used to work with had size 17 shoes. Shit ya not. Biggest foot I have ever seen in my life. Right? Yeah. That's why that one's not right over here, because it should be like right her. And that would have been just perfect. Alright. Doesn't matter now. Yay, Rach! 3 feet tall? Wow. Probably not something you want to try, though. The guy is only actually, I think he's 6'5", so he's not that much taller than you. But yeah, huge fluffing feet. I worked with him at a secondary lead smelter, and so they were always having the hardest time trying to buy shoes for the guy because you had to wear steel-toed boots. And in the department he worked in, not only did the boots have to be steel-toed, but they dealt with battery acid, so they had to be rubber along with the steel toe. You would not believe how hard it is to buy steel-toed, size 17 steel-toed rubber boots. Have to wear kids gloves too. That's so cute. Rach, are you gonna be able to ride the rides tomorrow at Worlds of Fun, or are you gonna have to go like into the Snoopy? What's it called? The Camp Snoopy. Are you gonna be stuck riding rides in the Camp Snoopy? Oh God, do they ever look like clown shoes? First time I had to help order them because I was the parts guy, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure his shoes are that big? His shoes can't be that big. Sure shit, yeah. They're fucking huge. You can ride the big rides. Does your dad have to ride with you, or can you ride alone? And yes, I know I'm signing my own death warrant here, but I gotta ask. Because I know those rides are, you only gotta be like 42 inches tall, but gotta poke a little bit sometimes, right? Right. You'll punch my shins to death. Jesus. Nothing wrong with being short. I was short once, then I turned 6. Wear kids' shoes, really? Wow. That's alright, Rach. You still got 4 good years of growing left to do. I had kids in my class who didn't hit their growth spurt until they're 16 or 17. You'd go to one summer and they're like 5 foot. They'd come back to school the next year 6'3", and you're like, what the hell happened to you? I have a cousin who, I shit you not, is 6'7". There are very few doors that he goes through that he does not have to duck. Well, yeah, Camp Snoopy's where all the fun stuff is. Wait. Yeah. I don't need to make this that tall, though. Oh, you won't grow anymore? That sucks. Sorry. I know how that goes, too. That is also genetics. Genetics decided that you're going to be a short person, sorry. Nothing wrong with that. Who's Emma Blackery? And the pump you're using, Jinxer, doesn't count because it still shrinks afterwards. See, I'm waiting for my family curse to show up. My family usually stays pretty skinny and pretty, you know, like me. I'm not very big until they start hitting their mid-30s, and then their metabolism goes to shit on them, and all of a sudden, bam, they're 200 pounds. The only one that hasn't had that happen to him is my grandpa. But he's just too damn healthy to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, my dad, when my dad got out of the Navy, he weighed 120 pounds. He weighs 2-something now. So I'm waiting for my turn at that. Okay, let's see how much charcoal I really have here left. Because I think I'm completely, like, really completely out. I've got 9 coal, 25 charcoal, so I could fire up 4 furnaces? Okay. Well, that's... Wait. Oh, okay. I saw the red text, and for some reason I thought that was Rach there for a minute, and I'm like, wait, you're the tall one? Ah, does not compute. We're going to have double doors coming out of the castle. Actually, we're going to have a castle, actual gate, but that'll be later. Eventually, I'm going to redesign this front part, and I know how to make a working drawbridge in Minecraft. I just don't have the resources for it right at the moment. Oh, you little f***ing spider. Come here, big guy. Yeah. Hey, no, I mean... Shit, Rachie weighs almost twice what I do. Oh god, this is not gonna be good, guys. Death incoming. Oh shit, another one? Where are all these witches coming from? Like, literally. I wish I had a little more weight to me, because I do a lot of my own home repairs, and there's just something about... Let me paint you a picture. A couple of years ago we found mold in our bedroom, and the mold was bad enough that we had to tear out the walls of our bedroom all the way down to the studs. And oh hey, SB's chat color is different. Anyway, we had to tear out the walls of our bedroom, and so we're in there, and I'm trying to pry these boards apart that were nailed together, and I'm on this crowbar, right? And I'm literally doing pull-ups on a crowbar, bouncing up and down on this crowbar, up in the air, you know, trying to break this wood apart so I can finish tearing out the rotten wood and everything. My father-in-law looks at me and he says, "Are you not strong enough there?" And I stop, you know, mid bounce on this crowbar, and so here I am. My feet aren't even touching the floor. You know, I'm like 1.5 feet off the floor, looking at him from over the top of the crowbar, and I'm like, at this point in the ball game, strength isn't an issue. I'm not touching the floor. I'm just not big enough. I don't think I'm that strong by any means, but yeah. Actually, no. I could do that. Well, I don't know that I could do that now. I used to be able to do that in high school. But you know how that is. I'm definitely not a high schooler anymore. So I may not be able to do that anymore, but there was definitely a time I could. No, black mold is bad. Black mold is very, very, very bad. And what you want to do is get yourself a cloth, and if you can wipe that black off, you need to get it cleaned. You need to find the source and get it taken care of. Otherwise, black mold can cause all sorts of health problems. It is very, very bad to have in your house. It is very, very bad for you to be around. So yeah, if you see the little black dots on your wall, see if they'll wipe off, and if they wipe off, it's probably black mold, and you need to get it taken care of, like yesterday. And that right there is awesome. I used to go the poor man's route. I didn't wear a weight vest, mainly because my dad wouldn't buy my brother and I a weight vest. We used to do stuff with a backpack full of books on. So like, we would go run around with like a backpack full of books on our back. Probably not the best idea in the world, but that's what we had. Okay, I'm gonna go out and get more wood. Giggity. Because we're out of wood to turn into charcoal. And I I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I really hate using coal, and I don't know why. I'm just a nub that way. Did I get a back problem for that? No, actually, I didn't get a back problem from that. I do have back problems now, but that's because I parked my car in a ditch doing 85 miles an hour. The guy that gave me a ride back into town, he saw me wreck, actually. He was convinced that I was a corpse. Hey, no problem, Rach. Go ahead and go to bed, because you definitely have a long day tomorrow. Have a lot of fun, take a lot of pictures, enjoy your time with your family. Okay, actually, don't take a lot of pictures, just enjoy the day. But good night. Tell Maddie good night. Okay. If it's mold, another thing you can do, SB, is get yourself a mold test kit and put it in your room, and it will grow. You can, after it's in there for like so many days, you can send it in to have it tested to see if you have mold or not. It costs a little bit of money to do it, but that's another way you can do it. Black mold, when you get it wet, will kind of smear and run. You should also be able to see, like us, we were able to see signs of water damage around it. And if it's black mold, yeah, either call someone and have it taken care of. Like if you got a landlord or whatever, you can call them and have them, tell them, hey, I've got black mold. You need to do something about it because this is a health issue. If you don't have a landlord or anything, and it's up to you to do it, my recommendation is, if you don't know a whole lot about home repair yourself, call someone. Hey, I am a nerd, but you're talking to a nerd who has had to deal with in this house. I've had a wall fall on my basement. Literally, one of my basement walls, one of my foundational basement walls has fallen in. I've rebuilt it. I'm working on rebuilding the other two more of my basement walls. I have torn out 3 walls of my bedroom, completely replaced them all the way down to the stud, and had to clean black mold out of the ceiling. I had black mold grow under my kitchen sink. I tore out my entire kitchen sink, had to tear out some of the floor, had to tear out some of the studs of the floor, some of the floor joist, and replace all of that. And that's just in that's just here. That's just within the last 2 years. Yeah, I mean, you can clean it. If you get there's some stuff that you can get that can kill it. Do a little bit of research on the internet. But if it keeps coming back, it's going to be a problem you're going to need to take care of. Because if it's black mold, it literally can kill you. And here's the reason I'm kind of a nerd, and I mean I do this kind of shit. My house was built in the 1800s. My furnace this last winter, my furnace went out. I was pumping carbon monoxide into my house. Outside at the exhaust port, it was 1,600 parts per million. Lethal is 60 parts per million. My house had been airing out for over 2 hours when the furnace guy showed up with an air quality meter and to check out the furnace. I had 60 parts per million carbon monoxide in my house after it had aired out, like doors open, windows open, for 2 hours. I still had 60 parts per million in there. I had lethal levels of carbon monoxide in my house. I've got 2 children. I've got a wife. I am damn serious about that stuff. I mean, there's nothing that'll wake you up faster than someone saying, you know, if you'd spent another night in here, you and your family would probably be dead right now. That'll wake your ass up really quick. Yeah, it's a really old house, and unfortunately the previous owners didn't take care of it quite as well as they should have. So but it's the house I've lived the longest in too. It is the first time in my life I've actually felt like I've been home, if you know what I mean. Oops, I did not want to break that torch. So yeah, I've lived the most years of my life in this house, and I'm 33. So soapbox time over. You know, I'm wondering, am I getting any saplings out of this? I've got 2 saplings out of all those trees I've cut down. That sucks. I want to say nerf the drop rate of saplings out of trees. Because at this point, this tree farm that used to be self-sustaining is not going to be self-sustaining anymore. Like, I should have a lot more saplings. Oops. Yeah, I did my stint in Omaha. And you do get used to the city life noises. That's one of the reasons I don't live in the big city now is I just didn't see a good future in it for my kids. And since I didn't see a good future in it for my kids, I'm like, you know, why the hell am I here? The apartment complex we were moving into, or we had thought about, we had kind of planned on moving into, we didn't end up moving there. We moved into Missouri instead, and the apartment complex we had planned on moving into had a gang shooting like the week we were gonna move in, right out in the parking lot. It's like a kid got shot, and it's like, you know, that shit right there is why I'm not interested in living in the city anymore. People are stupid. I wish there was a way to like grab 3 of those. Like tell it, hey, I want 3 pickaxes, other than having to like actually put in the right number of materials for like 3. I don't envy you having to, having to live that life out in the ghetto though. That is not where I'd want to live if I had any choice in the matter. Hey, cool. That's awesome, man. Yeah, feel free. All I'm going to be doing is cutting down more trees tonight anyway because, like, I'm so totally low on lumber, it's not funny. So I'm just going to keep my head in here and mine these trees out. But tomorrow night, don't forget, tomorrow night we're going to continue the Fallout 3 playthrough. We're going to go get some power armor. So it'll be a little less farming tomorrow night. A little more shooting people and stuff. Actually, quite honestly, it's almost my bedtime. I've got about 13 minutes left. Yeah, I mean, you could get yourself SB for a temporary measure. Just go out, get yourself some of that bathroom Clorox stuff. You know, if your family uses like Clorox to clean your bathroom, just use that. It might just be surface mold that's not something that's not a real big issue. Just clean it off with that, and if it goes away permanently, awesome, you're done. Night, Jinxer. Have a good one. Sleep well. You know, that'd be and that's what me and my wife did first too. We saw the mold, we cleaned the mold, and it was when the mold came back that we were like, okay, cleaning the mold isn't going to work. We need to find the source and do it there. And it could just be something got on the surface, it got moldy, and all you need to do is wipe it off. I wouldn't worry until you've cleaned it, cleaned it off really good, and then had more problems with it. Yeah. I really don't think that this is going to be self-sustaining farm anymore, though, because I broke that tree. I think they had to have just cut down the drop rate on this. Those are bed bugs. Never had them. They're a huge, complete pain in the ass to try to get rid of, though, and that is. I've heard the nightmares of people trying to get rid of bed bugs after they've gotten them from like traveling or whatever, and yeah, that'd suck. Oh man, this is totally not self-sustaining anymore because I need. To make this self-sustaining, I need at least 61 trees to fall. Okay, not 61. I need 59 because I've got 59 because I got 2 here already. But yeah, those are bed bugs. Never had them, thank God. The worst thing I've ever had is chigger bites. I hate chigger bites. They suck. My wife. They think my wife had Lyme disease one time from a tick. Those also suck. I think there's there's one right here trying to fall. I'd rather them fall than stay up there and get locked up there. Oh, that'd suck. I have no idea how you even get rid of those things. Light the house on fire? Oh, I can't. I can't actually break that. Just gonna have to wait for it to despawn. 100% alcohol? Holy shit. I guess that would take care of them. Thankfully, we haven't had to deal with those. I'm gonna go get some more trees because I'm gonna need to get some more trees to plant out here. You know, my only problem with Minecraft is by the time you have the ability to build the really cool automated farms and shit, you don't need them anymore. You know, it's like I've got those semi-automated farms out there. I don't need them. That's good then. That'd be annoying as hell. One time we had a family friend whose kids had lice, and we didn't realize that that's where the kids were getting it at the time. And so, like, every time we went over to her house, our kids saw her kid, or played with her kids, they got lice. And so it was like one entire summer they had lice like 4 times, and then we finally realized what was going on. And we're like, oh, not going over there anymore. Now we told her, and she was like all meh about it. So we're like, well, not playing with those kids anymore. Yay, tree farm. One part of me wants to go ahead and harvest all of this and take it in, and the other part of me wants to say, screw that, you don't need any of it. Speaking of which, I do gotta go breed the cows though. It's about like bed bugs. Honestly. Taking care of lice they've got down to like a science. So it's literally you go to Walmart, you buy some stuff, you wash your hair with it, you wash all of your bedding, and like a day or 2 later you wash your hair with this stuff again and you're done. That's it. It's not near as bad as what it used to be. We're gonna go ahead and make 2 more stacks of charcoal here. And we are going to take 1 of the stacks of wood for ourselves. And we're going to take a stack of charcoal for ourselves too. There we go. Now we're looking pretty. I'm gonna go up and feed my cows real quick. I don't know why I still have cows, but I do. No, I don't have that many cows. I only fed two of them stuff. I came out here with a thought. Whatever it is, it can wait though, because I'm gonna go and set it back to daylight. Here we go. Oh, hey, no problem. I'll see you later, SB. Yeah, hopefully the finances, you know, hopefully I can start picking stuff like that up again. If I do happen to pick it up, I'll definitely let you know. But you have a great evening, man. Actually, with that, it's probably a good time for me to call it an evening because, well, it is 11:57, and so I'm only 3 minutes away anyway. I mean, I could stand here and dance a jig with y'all for 3 minutes if you wanted me to. Actually, there is a little more prep I could do. I get this charcoal here, get me a stick, and make me some more torches. There's always a need for more torches. I really don't know where that painting went. Did I like put it on my wall of my house somewhere? No. I must have broken it with something. I mean, like, actually broken it. Either that or I threw it into my well, never to be seen again. Out here, maybe? Nope. Don't know where that thing went. I'm gonna say it's gone now, though. Here's some taters. Oh, another thing I need to do is make a cactus farm. That'll come after the castle, though. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here, guys. I will be back tomorrow night with episode 5 of Fallout 3. We're going to go get the power armor tomorrow night, and hell, we might do some of the main quests. I don't really know what we'll be doing tomorrow night, but I'm sure it will be a great time. So feel free to drop on by. We will be starting at our usual time, 9 p.m. CST. And being as it's Friday night and I don't really got to get up Saturday morning, I don't know how late we'll go. We'll figure that out as we're playing. So thanks again, everyone, for coming out and watching. I hope you have a great evening and a great weekend if you're not able to make it back out this weekend. I will see you later.